Okay, so today, everybody, with my client Luke, who's in a mentorship with me for 6 months. He scaled from 0 to 10K per month while he was with us. So, welcome everybody to Luke. How are you getting on, Luke?
All good, man. All good now. Yeah. Take it
Good,
away.
good, good. So, basically, can you quickly describe your business, what your business is, and what you do?
Yeah. So I am an online fitness coach. I never thought I'd be able to say that, only last year. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm an online coach, helping people to transform their lives through, physique development and training and good nutritional habits and you know the drill,
Yeah,
all the good stuff.
unreal. The best job in the world, I like to say.
Yeah, absolutely, man. For me, it's definitely, yeah, I wouldn't be happy any other way now doing anything else, that kind of way.
For sure. For sure. Could you give us a quick insight into where you were before you started with us and where you're at when you finished with us, man?
Yeah, so before I started with you, I never coached a client in my life. I was all kind of knocking around gyms and stuff the last whatever 10 years and stuff. Done a few bodybuilding shows and stuff like that, but never. I knew I always wanted to be a coach. I always knew I could help people, but I was never just had the confidence or the kind of knowledge, and I had it built up in my head of this thing that I'll never be able to do it. Like there was so much to it, like in terms of the IT part of it and all, and the whole online thing just scared the shit out of me. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I literally no confidence in myself to ever think about. Well, I thought about doing it a lot, and everyone was telling me like I'd make a great coach, but just never had the confidence or never knew how to get it off the ground or anything like that. So I was working in a job, fitting furniture, which I hated. I absolutely hated it. And then, yeah, since I started working with Eden, that kind of everything changed from there. It just took off. Like, I can't believe, I couldn't believe the response that, what you gave me the strategy to kind of do the launch, what to do, how to talk to clients, how to nurture them, whatever. Um, and yeah, it just took off. I couldn't believe how many people actually wanted to work with me. That kind of way. Like it was unreal. Yeah.
Perfect, bro. Perfect, John. I remember our first call, you were very hesitant. It was more like a lack of belief in yourself because maybe you tried before, but I knew straight away that you'd make a great coach. You were speaking to me, how much you cared about it. And then obviously, when you got the clients in the door, man, smashed it with them. So, 100%. And in terms of like your revenue, Luke, from where you started, obviously, you started at 0. What was the highest month you had with us when you finished up?
Yeah, so I got 10K there. Yeah, it was the best month so far.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get more than that now down the line. But yeah, no, that was unreal for me. I thought that I'd never be able to make anything like that. That kind of way. In my old job, I was kind of, yeah, literally living paycheck to paycheck. That kind of way for the bare minimum. And you know yourself, that's very hard to get by on when you have a mortgage and bills and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a game changer now. This.
100%, man. And no doubt you will scale further, 100%. And if I was to ask you then, Luke, what were like the main challenges you faced when trying to go around in business previously before starting working with us?
Yeah, like I said, it was just everything. I had it built up so much in my head that it just turned into, I had it built up to something that I just would never be able to do or never be able to manage or, that kind of ways from everything just to kind of, I built up in my head of like, how do you put a link tree on your Instagram, even like that kind of stupid stuff, like, and worrying about how to do up plans and work the softwares that I see all the coaches using and stuff like that as well. So it was just a confidence thing for me. Like I just never had the confidence, and that was the biggest thing. And then the knowledge, obviously, as well. Of how to get everything set up and have a proper strategy, which you guys gave me. So
Yeah, 100%. Like even with you, like the one benefit, massive benefit you had was like you're massively into coaching, you're massively into fitness, you love helping people. I always say like the technology side of things, the sales, the marketing is the easy part to teach. I can't teach you how to be passionate about a coach, and luckily you 100% had that. You
yeah,
know,
definitely. Yeah, no, that was the passion was always there. And I just always knew deep down that I was meant to help people. And be a coach, but I just never knew how it was going to materialize. That kind of way. So the day you sent me the DM was the start of it, that kind of way. So I was happy out. And I was kind of one of these lads that I looked at, I always looked at mentorships. Whenever I got messages like that, I'd be like, fucking scammers, like, and that kind of stuff. I never seen the value in it, like, that kind of way. Like I said before, there was something about you guys, when you sent me the DM, I was like, fucking, I think this is it, and I just feel something, you know, that kind of, I just felt it was right to go with it, and happy I did now.
Yeah, 100%, man. I can really relate to the situation you're in because even when I first heard I meant to, I thought the exact same thing. I seen coaches making 10K and I was like, that's not possible. There's not a hope. Then actually, once you start putting in the work and getting those strategies in place, obviously then it comes fairly quickly. You know, once you're
100%, man. Yeah, your confidence just grows and grows. Then, like, if you remember, even when I was starting off with the content, doing the launch, even like I never spoke on camera before, and you're like, just do it, just do it. So I was
yeah,
like, right, I'm paying for this service. I'm going to do exactly what the fuck they tell me to get the most value out of it. And
yeah,
like, I was nervous, like, for the first good while, like, but now it's just, it's easy. You know, I can just
yeah,
go on and speak on camera now confidently, and I think you can really engage with my audience. You know, that way
yeah.
they see me chatting and they say like they know what I'm about now. Do you know, that kind of way?
For sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, even like one of the main things I noticed about you is your confidence in camera is insane. Like you become a proper pro at it now. Like very, very confident, very well spoken. It's great to see.
Yeah, that's nice coming from you, man, because yeah, you're the one you're the one I kind of learn from. So
Yeah. To be fair, man, I was just as bad, if not worse, than you when I first started as well. It's just a matter of repetition, and you know what you're talking about. It's about displaying that information into to the people, then and you're good to go.
that's another thing. Yeah, you know exactly what you're talking about, but at the start when the camera comes on,
Yeah,
you forget it all. Like okay, where's my knowledge gone? Or you don't know how to get it out. But yeah, that's one thing that's really grown as well. You just get confident, get comfortable, just act like the camera's not there. I think, and you're just be yourself, basically, isn't it?
for sure, for sure. And obviously, one of the main things that you look at start was like time, because obviously you're working another job. Obviously, we got you out of that job fairly quickly, about a month after you started with us. But do you feel it was more time you needed to commit, or did you think like you thought you had to do more time to build a coaching business? Like, how do you feel about the time commitment it took to get you to where you wanted to be?
When I was working as well, obviously it was taking up kind of a lot of time because I had to, you know, I had to do all the stuff that I had to do in terms of outreach and doing the plans then, you know, and I had to do all that either before the job I was in or after the job I was in, and then trying to fit in training and stuff like that as well. It was a big commitment, but you know, I think if you really want something, you have to do that at the start, don't you? You have to kind of put in the work. You have to get to where you want to be in your side hustle first before you can leave that job, and then you can kind of dedicate more time to whatever it is you want to do. But now like I have a good bit of freedom. Like you know, I can kind of work on my own schedule. You know, that kind of way.
Exactly. That's what I always say to people who are like trying to get out of jobs and try to grow a coach business at the start, because I'm saying you're basically going to work two jobs at the start, but you're working hard to get that freedom then. And that's exactly what you got. You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
the hard graft there, but it's worth it then once you get out of the job.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. But the graph doesn't stop then. You have to keep going.
No,
You have to work harder then.
that's it. That's it. A lot of people like to think, obviously, self-employment's unbelievable because you have the freedom to work your own
Yeah.
schedule. But again, it's also weekends work. It's also all the pressures on you. But again, I feel you're built for that and you're not, and you're definitely built for that.
Yeah, 100%. If you, it's different when you're doing something you actually love doing. You don't look at it as work, you know, so it makes all the difference.
100%. And based on your results so far, Luke, obviously 0 to 10K per month. If you're to fast forward, let's say 6 to 12 months from now, where would you see your business?
Want to take over the world, man.
Yeah.
I like to think like 30 to 50K months, but that's the dream. Like, you know, that's probably a good bit down the line, but you know, that's the dream. And I think, like you said there, if you have a passion for something, you know, that's all that matters. If you really want to help people and you work hard at doing what you love, then I think the rest will come with just time, being consistent with it, and just being passionate about it the whole time.
100%. It's
Yeah.
it's so good to hear you say that because I remember on the first call, me and you had our consultation. I asked how much you wanted to make per month, and you said 2K.
2K
Well,
extra on top of what I was making already. I was like, happy days, dude.
2K to 30 to 50K just shows the shift in your mindset, man, which is unbelievable.
Yeah. It's just you know, when you're around people that are kind of passionate and you can see what they can achieve, you know, it's like what they say, if you're surrounded by nine people that are doing well, you want to be the tenth, and you know the opposite then as well. You know, that kind of way.
100%, man. Because I feel as well, like in Ireland, it can be kind of hard to get around people like that. Nothing wrong with Ireland, it's just small kind of town mindset. That's
Yeah,
where I find mentorships and even things like groups and things like that so valuable because again, you're around people who are also doing well, who want to do well and support you along the way too.
100%. Yeah, it's been a game changer as well. Just surrounded by like-minded people and working hard towards whatever it is you want to achieve.
100%, man. And if I was actually like, what surprised you about the mentorship? Did you have any doubts before starting with us?
Oh, I had a whole load of doubts, man. That's all I had was doubts. But yeah, Jesus, it changed quickly because, as I mentioned at the start there, just the response, straight away off the launch, the response I got from that launch was crazy.
Yeah,
Like hundreds and hundreds of people liking it and sharing it. And the very first day I was getting queries in, that kind of way. And the amount of DMs that people were saying, it's about time, you did this and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that kind of gave me a little bit more confidence. And then just by just by getting the results, then after signing up all the clients I did, and just the feedback I was getting as well, like the messages that I get, be like, you've changed my life and stuff like that, and I was like, this is blowing my mind, like, that kind of. And then obviously the physical transformations as well. So yeah, that just had me oozing with confidence then going into just even in terms of outreach and getting people in the door, I was confident in my service now.
yeah,
Whereas I never had that before, that kind of way. And it's just growing and growing ever since, as I said.
unbelievable, man. Love it. That's why we get into it, man, just to change people's lives, and there's no better feeling than I think anyway, than getting those messages. Even like when you messaged me when you got to 10K, I genuinely feel like I was happier when you text me that when I made my own first 10K months ago. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
It's
like
crazy, man. Yeah, like I'm getting goosebumps here even thinking about it. Like just messages like that people just being so unhappy in themselves, and people, they say can exercise and nutrition can have that much of a difference, but it can change your whole life, man. And that's what people were coming to me telling me, like they're doing stuff that they never thought they were doing, like outside of physique development, like even learning to drive and doing all the stuff that they thought
yeah,
they never, simple stuff like to a lot of people, but they thought they'd never be able to do stuff like that.
yeah. That's the one thing I always say about fitness, man. It spills over to other areas of your life because even with you, the discipline you built up in training, you carried that into the business then when you started this, and that's what helped you grow so quickly as well. You know?
100%, yeah, 100%.
100%, bro. 100%. And if I was to ask you then, Luke, what would you say to someone, let's say, on the fence about starting a mentorship who maybe was like you, wants to get out of a job, wants to build an online business? What would you say to those people?
Yeah, I think what can you say? Only go for it, that kind of way. Like I was one of those guys, as you said, that I was like, I'm not sure about these now dodgy mentorships. Like they just want to take your money and stuff, and I never kind of seen the value in it, until I just took the chance, that kind of way. And I've made the money back from the mentorship that I spent on the mentorship in the first month, and like you said, we've grown and grown there and hit a 10K month then. So honestly, no risk, no reward, isn't it? Is that what they say? So yeah, if you're on the fence, I'd say just cop on and get off the fence.
Get off the fence, 100%.
Yeah.
Love it, man. Love it. And any final thoughts, Luke, for the viewers who are watching this? Anything you'd like to say to do with anything?
Um, no, just I suppose, like we've talked about there, if you're in this for the right reasons, and genuinely want to help people, and you don't just want to make 10K a month for whatever other reasons, just to have money. If you're in this to help people and to be passionate about it, then jump in, take the risk, because there's a whole other life waiting for you there, on the other side of it.
100%, bro. I love that. Because again, a good point you made there. If you're in it for the money, you won't make the money. But if you're in it to genuinely help people,
It
you
will
will
come.
always
Yeah,
come back.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. Love it, Luke. Great chatting to you, man. Really appreciate you coming on, and no doubt you inspired people on the video today. So fair play to you, man. More success definitely coming in the next 6 to 12 months as well.
Sound pal. Thanks very much.
Legend, my man. Appreciate that, Luke.